Hello again. Well, this is what I was afraid of, and it's already starting. A whole lot of misinformation coming from a whole lot of different pollsters. There's an article on Western Center for Journalism, and what it says is polls show Huckabee leading among GOP candidates. And I just finished posting a video that said that another poll showed that Mitt Romney was in the lead, followed by Paul Ryan, and Chris Christie. And this one here now says that Paul Ryan's not even mentioned, nor is Rand Paul. In this poll it says Huckabee is way ahead. Jeb Bush is number 2, and Chris Christie is number 3. And it does mention that Rand Paul, but he's number 4. This is exactly what I'm afraid of, what I said I was afraid of, which is they're starting to put out misinformation, and all it does is confuse a whole lot of Americans. What they need to do is they need to get behind one candidate. They don't have to have them debating and destroying each other publicly for weeks on end, like they did in 2012 and in 2008. We don't need to see how great they can debate. We need to see if they can win. And if the GOP does what they've done for the last countless elections, they're going to lose. They're going to lose. We don't need to confuse the Republican base. Get behind one candidate for president, one candidate for vice president, and I told you who I think they should recommend to put forward to the American people. Dr. Benjamin Carson and Judge Jeanine Pirro. They would be a winning combination. But instead, we're going to keep getting all these idiots running around, stirring the pot. We've had enough Bushes in the White House. The first Bush was okay. The second Bush was a complete disaster. America's been at war for the last 12 years because of his idiotic policies. I cannot believe that the GOP is so stupid to keep making the same mistake that they make over and over and over again. Huckabee dropped out in the 2012. You know why? Because he was really close to putting together a contract with Fox News. And if he ran, then he wouldn't have had the opportunity to further that contract. And he was afraid that if he ran and lost, he would have nothing. You know the old expression? A bird in the hand's worth 2 in the bush. And he's done very well by being a regular on Fox. I don't personally like Huckabee. I don't dislike Huckabee. I don't think he's what we need for president. I told you who I think we need. And if the GOP keeps throwing these idiots into the ring, they're going to lose as they've lost for the past 2 primary elections. That's what I think. So what do you think?